And regarding the theme of today, that is the key to happiness. For me personally, the key to happiness is detachment. That helps me to see the greater picture and keeps me engaged with no indulgence. This maybe help, I hope, not only myself, but also to the peace and happiness of others around me. UNESCO BMW's focus is on youth, and as Franklin D. Roosevelt says, we cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. That is all our goal in this organization. Today, we want to celebrate the core value of all cultures around the world, because when you know them directly or indirectly, traveling or through this kind of online programs, you educate yourself and collaborate with different people and cultures with no prejudice and in peace. With today's program, our goal, as always, is to fulfill the 2030 UN Sustainable Development Goals in beginning and for recognition of diversity and inclusion. That is very important, especially in the hearts and minds of young generation. So please, let's join hands and use this platform of UNESCO Body and Mind Wellness for empowering life and the right to thrive for everyone. And let us know, what do you think and what are your suggestions for a global peace through education on this platform? You can write us on info@unescobmw.org or contact us on our website, www.unescobmw.org. I am now honored to introduce our MCs, Master of Ceremonies, Barnoor and Parisa. They will take care of this program today. Hello, Barnoor. Hello, Parisa. Can you both talk briefly about yourself and give a short explanation about today's program, please? The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Zohreh. Hi, welcome everyone. I am Barnoor Kaur from India, and I am 18 years old. I believe that culture and mental health are closely interconnected. Culture shapes our beliefs, values, norms, and behaviors, which in turn influences our mental health and well-being. Thus, recognizing and understanding the cultural context is crucial in providing effective and culturally sensitive mental health support. My key to happiness, according to my Indian culture, is embracing a sense of gratitude and fostering relationships with others, as well as practicing selflessness and compassion. Thank you very much. Welcome to this program, and we hope you feel a sense of happiness and joy in yourselves through this program. I would like Parisa to introduce herself and this program.
Thanks, Barnoor. Hi, my name is Parisa Tashakuri. I'm deeply honored to be here with everyone, and just besides Barnoor, emceeing this very important and lovely cause, International Day of Diversity and Cultural Inclusion. Such a huge important reason to celebrate, to put attention on, and to be happy about, because happiness comes from all around the world. And just briefly about myself, I'm in Toronto, live in Toronto with my family, In profession, I'm software engineer and currently solutions development team lead. And by heart, I'm pursuing everything that connects us together. I love nature. I have passion for nature, for book, for poems, for meditation. And with that, to the key to the happiness, my answer, Barnoor, will be um, we want to take happiness deeper, in a deeper level. Because when we say happiness, it comes with sadness. We live in this world with life, with all the things happen that makes us sad. And there are reasons for happiness. But when we are able to take it deeper, when we can experience the happiness that comes from inside us, inside every one of us, from the true peace inside, then that's something that is independent of the circumstances. And that's something that we can radiate to everyone that we encounter. And that is called joy, which is a more profound experience of the happiness. So I personally looking forward to about 2 hours of experiencing joy with all of the speakers and artists that they contribute with us. And I hope that it's a joyful event for everyone. So with that, we are ready to introduce our first speaker. Ellen Andress is the first speaker of this event. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Very honored to have you with us. Ellen takes us to the world of fashion and how fashion will impact the communication, the social, economics, politics aspects of fashion, and kind of opens a new door to fashion, if I say it right, Ellen.
That's right. It's more about the culture and behavior with fashion. And in this case, with this theme of inclusivity and cultural diversity, it fits right in. And it's a way of looking at support for others that may not ordinarily have it or you know about it. But clothing on your back, it gives away all of your personal beliefs, whether it's intentional or not. It depends on who's looking at it and who's reading it, etc. So that's what I'm going to be talking about.
We are very excited to hear all about it, Ellen. Stage is yours.
My name is Ellen Enders, and I'm here to present a talk on fashion advocacy and how it relates to the theme of inclusivity and cultural diversity. I'm a retired high school teacher, art, language, and world history from San Jose, California. In this talk, I will present how the interactive fashion system through visuals, words, and media act as a form of support for human rights. Fashion advocacy gives the disregarded a seat at the table, a voice. And now the second slide. Getting to know you. Fashion and advocacy may seem like a strange combination. However, fashion and clothing have long emerged as a form of communication, either specifically planned or simply by chance. The visual images of the dress can highlight the external and internal world of a person's perspective, social status, professional identity, and feelings. Clothes can be both factual and subjective. The determination depends on the time, location of the person seen or the wearer himself. The next slide. In the past, a high collar could be a sign of prominence, hierarchy, and power. An open neck could be considered a sign of resistance to such power. Hence, the open Danton collar was a sign of rebellion and presentation of a disadvantaged people in the lower class of the French Revolution in 1789. Wearing the open collar reported a breath of fresh air and support for the newly developed bourgeois middle class. And next, we have a front slide of Barack Obama. Dressed in the times of hope and stress, many writers talk about fashion as a mirror of society, as well as a paradigm that contains ideas for the role people play when wearing clothes. How does fashion communicate that? Clothing images can offer an alternative to a difficult state of affairs, such as when Barack Obama was inaugurated President of the United States. Raising his hand in allegiance to the country, the highest office in the land, and dressed in a business suit, a uniform of success, and previously worn only by white presidents, was now being worn by a Black man from a marginalized racial background. This previously unknown image of a Black U.S. president in a professional business suit extended an added layer of advocacy and provided a more diverse and democratic agenda to the signing in. The combination, suit and man, symbolized equality and respect for every individual. And next we have Ronald Reagan, a perfect fit for president. When actor Ronald Reagan decided to run for political office, he was most often portrayed in his royal polo shirt and pants. This apparel was considered too ostentatious for most Americans, and his photographic profile changed to the candidate wearing a cowboy hat, open shirt collar, bandana, and jeans. The change gave him a more personable persona available to all Americans, no matter their rank. And the next scene, we have two women. And after the French Revolution, a prominent woman wears an open collarless top with relaxed hairdo. Next, we have Dr. Laverne Shirley in 2021, wears a classic open collar silhouette with matching scarf and hat to church. Previously, slaves could only wear workmen's clothes to church and were denied sitting with white folk. And now for the red French trousers. Trousers carry a message. French soldiers in 1912 supported red pants, a sign of respect and bravery as part of the national military uniform, as they had worn in 1830. Warfare had changed, and close confrontation with weaponry persuaded many countries to experiment with camouflage combat dress. Barbara Tuchman, author of The Guns of August, states, "To clothe the French soldier in some muddy and glorious color would be to realize that all that is colorful, all that gives the soldier his vivid aspect, is to go contrary both to the French taste and military function." It took hundreds and thousands of dead French soldiers, their bright red pants making them easy targets for machine guns, to alter the national consciousness. Support for the national red moves forward with Farid Sharon, author of A History of Men's Fashion, writes, "In 1972, from Paris to London comes New Man clothing and becomes synonymous with unisex corduroy jeans, both in France and abroad. Never did we sell as many red corduroy pants as during student demonstrations in May 1968, when the Latin Quarter was all afire. People were going to demos dressed in New Man red pants. Corduroy red jeans speaks for a cause." And next we have the blue suede shoes. "Lay Off My Blue Suede Shoes," the song by Elvis Presley, became an all-time hit for the new rock and roll period. "You can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes." Lyrics written by Carl Perkins, who was raised as a sharecropper, but later found talent in writing music and lyrics. According to Perkins, wearing shoes in a muddy field did not rank high in society. The symbol of blue suede shoes represented a higher rank society, a society well off financially with more choice that could protect the delicateness of the shoe. For Perkins, he might have seen it as protection for the less fortunate. Next, we have Patrick Kelly in The Legacy of Love. He highlights segregation. Patrick Kelly, an Afro-American fashion designer, was the first American to enter the Chambre des Syndicats, Institut Français de Mode in Paris in 1979, haute couture. He designed dress that emphasized historical segregation practices in the United States with a sense of love and humor. He used racial images to state that he was mocking those who mocked him. Kelly found a creative and acceptable way to highlight human rights causes. And next, we go to color controversy with the Olympics in China in 2022. Advocacy and resilience, thought of as positive actions, can also exhibit questionable components. An example of this can be seen in the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, China. The Olympics are known for each competing country to publicly display its identity through branding symbols taken from the country's flag. The flag for the Republic of China consists of a sliver moon and stars printed on a red background. One would think that their Olympic uniforms would be mostly red in color. However, China chose to emphasize a light blue color, representing ice for winter and diversity of the planet. A blue snowflake was used to house the portraits of the team members, who were dressed in light blue uniforms with a touch of red on the collar. Red jackets and white pants were evident in the opening parade, but the ice blue color was prominent. On the next slide, the blue snowflake. A picture of the team member was posed in a peaceful blue snowflake, accompanied by a member of the Uyghur clan. Uyghurs have been discriminated against by the Chinese government, and many killed. The tranquil blue scene, with minorities included, appeared as a cover for the atrocities. It takes some exposure to visual symbolic language to decipher the difference. The next slide, blending boundaries, inclusivity, but some still feel left out. It's a dilemma. A problem arises when more diverse cultural people move close together and form a community as in a city. The need for communication is complicated by so many various languages and cultural diffusion. Mark Chagall, biologist author, suggests that with the more movement to collective cultural centers, the more cultural needs are combined in order to share and meet the needs of all. Fashion apparel has become a way to express suppressed needs, but still some groups are feeling left out. And the next slide. What to do when there is more than one ethnic and gender identity. Evan Duchamp is a Canadian multidisciplinary Métis artist with ancestral ties to the Cree tribe. In 2012, he launched his clothing label. Evan Duchamp examines dress through Indigenous perspectives, including gender, queerness, and environmental responsibility. The label applies to garments that affirm a modern representation of Indigenous peoples and genders, all within fashion. In the photo, he wears an everyday open Western collar, tailored coat with an added Cree band, and was used to protect one from arrows and the weather. Finally, a toy for a cause and a solution for modernity. Lamely is a name attached to the word family by artist Nicolai Lam, who designed a Barbie doll to incorporate many components of ethnic majorities and to be thought of as family. The female Barbie doll represents women and civil rights. The yellow coat is a sign of most all cultures and enlightenment and happiness. And if we can go to the next slide, please, with the yellow coat. Multicolored coat lining is representative of the LBGT movement. Jeans and casual top represent relaxed, inclusive fashion and can be worn by all people. The white tank top signifies that there is no limit to the people Barbie can hang out with. Dark hair and skin tone is a deception of most people's body characteristics. All in all, it is Mattel's way of redoing the original blonde Barbie image to depict advocacy. And finally, for most people, and especially children, the word advocacy is hard to define. However, when the difficulty is looked upon like a toy, a child can relax and enjoy the concept. Adults can equally enjoy learning about stereotypes if positive forms are presented and can be done through images of fashion at play. Sharing can take place, conversation can begin, and just like sports, one can enjoy the game using fashion as advocacy. Thank you very much for watching, and that's the end of the speech.
you very much, Ellen. That was very interesting. And it takes me, in the history, I'm originally from Iran. And the history of Iran, we have a lot of groups that during a period of time, they wear a specific color to have, oppose something, pro something. And it's amazing to see how us human beings use the same way in a different, methods to communicate. um, that was good, and I really have a lot of things to go after, Ellen, after your presentation. Thank you so much. So just may I ask now to the team of the event, so what do you think is the key to the happiness and joy?
For myself, of course, it's always family and friends. And the social contacts that we have, basically the communication, and it's the way that I learn so much. And it changes my perspective on life, of course, and the way I live, my own behavior. And then, the larger community as well, because there is a very large fashion industry and connected to many other industries as well. And I've been in that for many, many years, over half a century. And so it has been something where I have really gained a lot of insight, how to support others. And it brings me a lot of happiness to do that, to meet people. Yeah.
Beautiful. Of course it is. Okay, thanks, Ellen.
You're welcome.
Barnoor, we can now go with introducing our second speaker.
Thank you, Parisa. I would love to introduce our second speaker, Sanchita. She is an 18-year-old from India. She is very enthusiastic about expressing the rich cultural heritage of India through henna art. She believes that henna application keeps connected to our roots, for it holds a great cultural significance. So yeah, please welcome her with a beautiful video. This was so beautiful and great. It was magical. And I could see so much of Indian culture in it. So Sanchita, welcome. How are you?
Great.
So it was so nice. I loved it. So let me ask you, what is your key to happiness that comes from your culture?
Well, I believe Indian culture preaches us to respect our elders at any cost. Thus, valuing our family ties and social roles are my top priorities for attaining happiness. Our closed ones are always with us in our ups and downs. Thus, being connected to our family makes me happy. Moreover, the diversity of art forms that the Indian culture offers makes us rejuvenate ourselves. One of them is the henna art that I am connected to. It makes me feel happy and mentally stable, and I always try to spread happiness and joy to others.
Thank you. I feel so proud of the culture I shared. And it was so good having you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
I
Sanchita.
would give the stage to you, Parisa.
Yeah, but before that, I want to thank Sanchita to this beautiful henna art. I love to have one of those, painted hands. It was just a masterpiece. You do. Well, how long does it take to have such henna art? Like it was a sophisticated design. How long does it take to do that on
I
one
have been practicing since I was 10.
hmm But how long does it take to do it on someone's hand? It was a full arm.
So for both hands, it takes an hour.
Wow. All right. It's good to know. Well, thank you very much, Sanchita, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And we can now introduce our next speaker, Withen Kalago. Withen is with us from Indonesia, and he has worked on a Lani dictionary. We are excited to see you, Withen, and hear from you.
Hello.
Hello, Withen.
Yeah.
Hi, we can see you now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. My name is Withen Kalago. I'm from Papua, Indonesia, from Lani tribes. I'm from Papua indigenous people. And my job is I'm one of the mother tongue activists in Papua. My focus on is I'm take care of all the mother tongue here in Papua. So about 428 mother tongue here. So my focus on is I want to take care of all the mother tongue because in Papua, because of the globalization and political system, about the mother tongue, step by step, destroy. So my focus on with how to take care of all the mother tongue here. So my mother tongue already saved. This one is what I'm doing in Papua. So it's done, but I didn't print it a lot because I have no money. I bring my proposal to my government, but they didn't help me for printed this canary. So almost young men, they didn't understand what is their mother tongue. Even someone asked them, where you come from? I'm Papuan. And what is your tribe? Yeah, they can say I'm Lani or I'm Dani tribe, but they didn't speak their mother tongue. So I make this book so that they can learn and speak, because language is mother tongue. Language is the most important. So that's why I'm taking care of the
Very
mother
lovely.
tongue. Yeah. Then
So
I'm
you'll
done.
come.
Yes, I'm done this almost 13 years. So long I'm writing this canary.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good things take long, of course. Very,
Yeah.
very valuable. Very valuable. Congratulations, Withen, for doing such
Thank
a good
you.
job. And the way that you're talking about it, we feel the
Yeah.
energy and the reason you have. So, do we have a video for Withen's presentation? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Withen Kalago. I'm from Papua, Indonesia, and I'm one of the activists protection mother tongue in Papua, Indonesia. I'm from Western Dani tribes, or sometimes we call Lani tribes. I'm indigenous people from Papua, Indonesia. Thanks. Thank you for welcoming me, UNESCO leaders. And before I explain what I'm doing in Papua, I would like to say thanks through my own language or Western Dani tribes. Wa 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 wa. Yeah. This is the greetings heard from Papua, Indonesia. Allow me to introduce myself. I want to explain myself again. My name is Withen Kalago.
I'll be right there.
Mamina, Papua, Indonesia.
Okay.
My
Okay.
work as an activist for the protection of the Papuan regional language. I have been working for 13 years, self-founded, to write dictionaries for the mother tongues of Iceland of Papua. Of the around 428 mother tongues, I have written dictionary 2 of the language from the highlands regions and 2 from coastal areas language, and now working on the dictionary for the 5th language. Although I have shared my work with many government and educational leaders, I have not yet received any grants from the government, from the region's leaders or culture foundation or anyone else. I continue to work with several mother tongues in the Papua, hope to continue preparing the dictionary for many more than language of Papua. The language of Papua needs great attention from UNESCO culture diversity because many of them risk becoming extinct without help from those who are developed to preserving culture heritage, and particularly the language of hundreds of tribal groups we have in Papua. Establishment of the foundation of protection all the regional language is the land of Papua. This is what I'm doing in Papua, and even I'm working the big job, but no one helped me or no one donate me because I don't know what happened to them. But even all the people they didn't donate me, but I'm focused on with how to save all the languages in Papua, languages or mother tongue. So mother tongue is really important for us because we are Christian says all the mother tongue is given by God. So I myself want to save all the mother tongues. Thank you for UNESCO. Thanks for welcoming me and come and throw this video. I hope that please understand because my English also not really good because I'm first of all sent this video to UNESCO. So please understand about my language also. And I really hope UNESCO please open your heart and open your mind and open your everything and I need your hand to help me because I want to protect my language because almost languages in Papua began to destroy. So please, and I need your participation, full of participation for me. And I will send to, I already sent to my proposal also to my friends, and he working in UNESCO BMW. I already sent it, my proposal. So please, I need your participation, full of participation for UNESCO. Thank you. Then thank you so much for welcoming me once again. I would like to say thanks to my own language. Wa 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 kinaunago wa UNESCO ya we ku patatala ne wa radio wa thanks wa kinauna.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
times? I didn't count with him.
Yeah, it means thank
How
you,
many
thank
times
you,
we should
thank you.
repeat it? Is it certain number of times to say it for thank you? What?
Yes,
How many?
yeah.
How many times?
So depend on person.
Oh, okay. So there's no number. Just one is
Yeah,
the same. Wow.
yeah. That's a depend
I'm
on.
really honored to learn that.
Yeah. So when there's some, and one day you come to Papua and you can say wa wa wa. Yeah, if
Yeah,
God allow us.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So, Withen, we ask all of our speakers and presenters this question because that's the theme of the event. So, what
yeah,
is your key to happiness?
yeah. According to the Lani tribe, the key to happiness is to know and understand deeply one's culture. My culture is my identity, and my mother tongue is important to knowing my culture well. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you
Yeah,
very much,
yeah.
Withen.
You are welcome.
Barnoor,
Yeah.
so will you introduce our next speaker?
Sure, thank you. So our next speaker is Sana Aroura. She is from India. She is a 15-year-old girl. She is always inclined to know varieties of cultures in the world and loves to express her thoughts through painting. She reckons that connecting to her culture does has a favorable impact on her mental and emotional well-being. We would love to have her video. Thank you.
I am Sana and I am really obliged for this opportunity. Today I am here to present my paintings relating to various cultures and their symbols. Belonging to India, I religiously follow teachings from our Supreme Lords, Radha Krishna, Shiv Parvati, who hold monumentous significance in our culture. Moreover, the Rangoli made on Diwali is a symbol of joy and good wishes. Worli art was created by the people of Maharashtra, located in southern region of India. The lotus flower, the national flower of India, is a metaphor for human condition, birth and growth. Shifting to a global scale, modes of transportation such as airplanes connect people of different cultures, hence promoting unity in diversity. The beauty of Eiffel Tower is breathtaking. Natural beauty bestowed to us in the form of prepossessing mountains, the attractive flowers like sunflowers, tulip, and many more make a person to capture its charm in a camera. These are just a few instances of things upholding our heritage, which also impact on mental well-being. Thank you.
This was absolutely amazing. I feel so connected to seeing this. Hi, Sana. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. It's so great to see you. It's been so long. So, since how long have you been painting?
It's been like 2 years. Actually, to be honest, I started in the quarantine time.
Oh, we all did one or the other thing, you know. it was so beautiful. I loved it. I feel so connected. So, as per the theme of the program, I would love to ask you, what is your key to happiness?
Firstly, the key to happiness, according to our Indian culture, is to follow our dharma, that is, the prescribed duties that one should follow. We are not entitled to the results of our action, nor we should be effective by the fruitive results. Off the record, the key to happiness for me is to chant the holy name, because the peace and happiness that we experience by chanting is very relevant in this contemporary era. Painting and dancing are another things that helps being optimistic and has a great impact on my mental well-being, as it gives a relief for me from my monotonous schedule. Thank you.
It was perfect. Thank you so much. I truly resonate with you. Spiritual growth is extremely enlightening. Thank you so much for being here today. Parisa, I give the stage to you to introduce our next speaker.
Thank you, Sana, for the beautiful artwork that you shared with us and your words. And now thank you, Sana.
Thank you.
And we can now introduce our next speaker, Ndow. She will have a presentation for us about agriculture, and she's from Gambia. Are we ready to watch the video that Ada has provided for us?
She is not here yet. She is at a class, unfortunately, with traffic there. She has to arrive. Please go with Hala Sukarieh. Thank you. And watch your text that I sent you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please let us know when Ada arrived. So, Barnoor, will you introduce our next speaker, Hala?
Sure, thank you. So our next speaker is Hala. She is a 59 years old biology teacher. She has been teaching since 25 years. In 2002, she started practicing Sahaja yoga, which helped her towards a transformation from a pessimistic to an optimistic person. Also, it's a great opportunity to discover the beautiful, auspicious Indian culture through her. Will we please display Hala's video? Thank you.
Hello, the power of love. Since Adam and Eve, so far people have used the power of hate, because as we sow, we shall reap. This human's negative attitude made us full of stress, so the world is in turmoil and peace is less. Many great souls like William Blake, Mahatma Gandhi, Luther King, President Lincoln, Mandela used to spread love everywhere so they could offer peace to the world. What do we gain by dwelling too much on a past that no longer exists, other than stress and sickness too? At the most, we can learn from it to build a better future. The future is a mystery. Thinking too much about it only adds stress, heart disease, or diabetes, robbing us of our peace of mind. To spread joy and peace, the only gate is the present state. We have to experience, we have to live this subtle state of love within, rather than paying lip service to it. Instead of falling, why not rising in love? The present state is the best gift we can give our subtle nervous system, to relax and experience love, joy, and peace waves, as there can be no peace in the world without inner peace. Blessed are those who are peacemakers.
Hello.
Thank you, Hala.
Thank you, Hala. It was a
Thank you.
beautiful poem. Thank you. Can we have you here, please?
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Well, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
It
Very
was
good.
such a beautiful message. Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
such a peaceful soul. I'm so inspired.
We wish that this spread all over the world, so there will be
It will
always.
for sure. I pray for you. As per the theme of the program, can you please share with us your key to happiness?
Happiness used to be great thing. It's always great thing, because happiness, when we do something that will give us happiness, but as soon as this thing that give us happiness go away, our happiness will go away with it also. So with Sahaja, I discovered much more deeper happiness, which we call joy. When we are in the present state, our nervous system is relaxed. So we are like a baby. The baby all the time is in the present state. He doesn't have future. He doesn't have past yet to think about. So he knows how to laugh from the heart. The baby knows how to laugh, how to enjoy, how to feel this joy all the time, because he only living in the present. So when we are in the present state, anything we do in our mundane things, anything, we feel joy by doing anything. But we have to experience, not just lip service. So this
right,
something
I agree. Thank you so much for the answer. Being in the present is very joyful. I agree. It needs a lot of practice as well. Thank you for being here today. It was so awesome and peaceful to have you. You created a calming atmosphere. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for all you are doing for peace, for spreading peace around. Very good thing you are doing. Hopefully it will spread more and more.
It is our pleasure. Thank you so much. Parisa, I would share the stage.
Yes, nice. Sure. Thank you very much, Hannah. And I completely sing the same song with you. Peace is all that we need, and it should come from our heart. And yes, Sahaja Yoga has taught me a lot too. So we are gonna practice the experience of meditation, short meditation later today. And really honored to have you with us as well, Hala.
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you. So is the next speaker Danielle with us for the presentation? If no, we can, Barnoor, we can move to the next speaker. Oh, all right.
Our children
Danielle's video. Sure.
are angry with life like small children whose mother is lost in the darkness. You sulk, expressing despair at the fruitless end to your journey. You wear ugliness to discover beauty. You name everything false in the name of truth. You drain emotions to fill the cup of love. My sweet children, my darlings, how can you get peace by waging war with yourself, with your being, with joy itself? Enough are your efforts of renunciation, the artificial mask of consolation. Now rest in the petals of the lotus flower, in the lap of your gracious mother. I will adorn your life with beautiful blossoms and fill your moments with joyful fragrance. I will anoint your head with divine love, for I cannot bear your torture any more. Let me engulf you in the ocean of joy, so you lose your being in the greater one who is smiling in your calyx of self, secretly hidden to tease you all the while. Be aware, and you will find him vibrating your every fiber with blissful joy, covering the whole universe with light. Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi, 1971.
Wow, beautiful poem by Danielle. Danielle is a school teacher and historian, and since he was a teenager, he has been interested in cultures from the West and the East to meet and influence each other and how they could also nourish our daily lives. And now he's seeking that through music, arts, and meditation. We thank him, and we can go to the next speaker that Barnoor is gonna bring to the stage.
Yes, thank you so much. So our next speaker is Alma, and she is part of the International School of Photographic Art of Sanchita, Madrid. Alma is an independent artist who loves to take her camera to document life and to decipher the mystery and the essence of human themes. We welcome Alma here. And we have her translator.
Hola.
Hi, Alma.
Hola. Bueno, voy a hablar en español.
Myra, would you like to translate it?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
we can. Hi.
Hi, I'm Myra, and I'll be Alma's translator. Hello.
Hi, perfect. So, is it okay that we first play Alma's video and we'll have her interview later?
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Can we have Alma's video, please?
Is she muted?
Hola, ¿me preguntas a mí?
Sí, les...
We have her.
Soy el balance entre retener y dejar ir. Estoy presente, sin miedo. Libre por derecho natural, me entrego. Sé que todo es un juego. Busco lo eterno, lo que nunca disminuye.
Hi, Alma.
Hola,
It
Alma.
was a
Hola, voy a
beautiful.
hablar en español.
Sí, claro que sí.
It was
Gracias. Gracias. Bueno, gracias por poder compartir con ustedes todos los valores, ¿no?
No le
que
escucho,
están
Alma. No le
Sí.
escucho.
A ver. No, que ahora me escuchás.
Is everybody listening?
¿Me escuchás?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yes, así le podemos.
Sí. Bueno, no, gracias ante todo de poder compartir con ustedes.
First of all, thank you very much for letting me share with you.
Sí, yo creo en el arte como manifestación de lo divino. Creo que nosotros somos el arte y la creación.
Okay, I believe the art is a manifestation of divine.
Sí, y que nosotros mismos somos el arte y toda la creación.
And we are ourselves the creation of art.
Y bueno, y tenemos la posibilidad a través del arte
And we have the ability through art
transformarnos y transformar al
transform
mundo.
and transform us and transform.
Bueno, yo hice este trabajo con una malabarista por el equilibrio, ¿no?
I did this work. Once again, I did this work with a malabarist to create
el equilibrio entre adentro y afuera, que es lo que nos permite sentir la paz.
To equalize the peace and the inner. Dígame, Alma.
Sí. Bueno, eso. Qué suerte que todos somos artistas y que podemos manifestar.
من نمیدونم ماکارونی بخورم خیلی شب شکم میارم ولی دلم میخواد ماکارونی تو بخورم به مناسبتی که یکم ماکارونی این کنفرانسی که نگین توش باید حرف بزنم.
Hello. I don't know, but that was French, I believe, and I'm not a French speaker. No sé qué pasó, pero no puedo hablar francés.
Bueno, nada, que eso, que
well,
nosotros somos los artistas, co-creadores.
We are the artists. Go ahead, Alma.
Bueno, eso nada más. Muchas gracias. Hermoso todo lo que estoy viendo.
And I am really enjoying everything that I'm seeing. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alma. You just took us to 2 poems, like with the video and with your talks. Thank you so much.
Por su video, Alma, y los 2 poemas anteriores.
Sí, muy lindo, muy hermoso. Gracias.
It was beautiful. The poems were beautiful. Thank you.
Myra is the first winner of the category of videography of our last competition for inner peace that we closed last month, and she is the first winner. Thank you, Alma. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Alma. That's well deserved.
Congratulaciones, Alma, y usted tiene todo lo merecido.
Bueno, gracias a ustedes.
Now,
Thank you very
Myra,
much.
Myra, do you want to say something about yourself? What you do, very shortly, please?
Very
Thank
shortly.
you for your help and support.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was kind of weird. I wasn't really like I'm not used to doing interpreting online, but yes, my name is Mayra Marchena, and I am the program assistant for the outreach for an outreach coordinator for the Asian American Center at Hillcrest in Frederick, Maryland. And basically, our goal is to fill in as many N400 forms so that people can become U.S. citizens, and they'll be able to choose people, have the right to elect government people. And we also offer various different levels of English and phonetics so people can go out in the world and actually communicate. We are trying to assist our community and integrate our people from all over the world, to have medical sources as well as tax sources and training so they can go ahead and succeed in the United States with their families. If anybody would like to call me or email me, my email is esl2@aacfmd.org. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Maya.
Thank you,
Would
Zora, for inviting me.
Like to tell us about your key to happiness? It is the theme of the program, so we will love to listen from you about your key to happiness.
My key of happiness. Well, I believe the happiness is a state of mind, and there is divine force up in the sky, up somewhere where we are not allowed to go yet, that is with us, and our faith it moves mountains. And so through my faith and through that power above me, I believe that I can be happy regardless of what's going on in my world, or anything that it's not probably a positive thing in our world. Thank you.
That's beautiful. It was such a beautiful answer. I truly agree with you. Connecting to that divine power makes us so joyful. That is very true. Parisa, I give the stage to you to present the next speaker, please.
Sure. Thanks, Mara, and thanks, Alma, for the beautiful presentation both.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who is a chemist and digital artist from Iran. Her name is Nagin Vossough, and she is the first classified winner of the category of painting competition of UNESCO. Hi, Nagin. So we're gonna watch the video, and then we're gonna hear more from Nagin. Oh, maybe we don't have video. Let me check.
No.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am pleased to be with you at this event and I can share my ideas with you. My name is Nagin Vossough and I'm from Iran. I am very happy that I was able to get first place in the inner peace competition in the field of painting. Of course, other dear friends have also illustrated excellent works and deserve the first rank. I have been in the field of digital painting for about 2 years and I am happy that you like my artwork. So I will share some samples of my works with you. I hope you enjoy watching it.
Thank you so much, Nagin. That was a beautiful video. Nice artwork. Wow. Yeah, so being a scientist and then an artist, it doesn't surprise that there is just whenever you go deep, you see the connection. There's all one, right? Doesn't matter it's the chemistry or art. Just tell us about your work, Nagin.
I would like to say thank you to you, and I say sorry because my speaking English not very well, and I want you translate for me if you okay. Can you please?
Of course. Your English is good. And if you're more comfortable to talk in Farsi, I'll be honored to translate.
Thank you so much. وقتی که من میخواستم این نقاشی رو بکشم در واقع هیچ ایده ای نداشتم برای اینکه بکشم. نقاشی من اگر که دقت کرده باشید بیشتر بُعد مذهبی داره، ولی من منظورم مذهب
When I started, let me translate so that I don't miss a point. Sorry. So, so Nagin says that when she started to paint, she wanted to paint. She really had no idea how to paint. And it started with some essence of the religion aspects of the art. Go ahead, Nagin.
هدف من از این بود که وقتی که خواستم یک ایده در رابطه با صلح درونی پیدا کنم، شروع کردم به جستجو کردن و متوجه شدم که بزرگترین مشکل مردم از منیت‌هاشونه.
Hold on. So then Nagin was always a seeker. So she was looking for peace. So she was looking to find peace for herself or for the society. And what she found was the biggest problem of the humanity and the barrier against peace is the ego.
یک حتی ما در ایران یک ضرب المثلی داریم که میگه قطره قطره جمع گردد وانگهی دریا شود. این منیت‌های کوچیک ما
In Farsi, we have a saying that says that the whole ocean is consisted of drops, everyone drops, or everyone drop will contribute to an ocean.
این منیت‌های کوچیک باعث شده که مشکل بزرگی رو ایجاد کنه.
So these small egos of us, when it comes together, it makes a big ego and a big problem.
ما انسان‌ها با هر دینی، با هر فرهنگی، با هر نوع تفکری این مشکلات رو از خودمون به وجود آوردیم و اون هم این هستش که به طور مثال این مشکل در ادیان به این شکل به وجود اومده که
Hold on. So people have created the big problems by little mistakes and egoistic things that they have, and it's not related to the countries or the culture or the religion.
یکی از این مشکلات مذهب هستش، یعنی نوع نگرش ما به ادیان هستش.
The way that we think. Sorry, ببخشید که من تو رو کات میکنم، برای اینکه نمیخوام جمله‌هاتو از دست بدم. The way we look at religion is one of the problems in our world.
خب نوع نگرش ما به دین ها باعث شده که به خودمون اجازه بدیم فکر کنیم از دیگران بیشتر میدونیم، بیشتر از دیگران میفهمیم و این باعث شده حتی به خودمون اجازه بدیم به خاطر این نوع نگرش افراد رو بکشیم یا آسیب بزنیم به دیگران.
Hold on. So this way of thinking about religion that we are different from others or we are better from others or we are right and the others are wrong, it is just cause a lot of damage to the society instead of helping people be better and be good. It has also caused to death of the people killing each other because of their religion conditions.
اما حقیقت مذهب‌ها چیه؟ سوال من اینه، آیا واقعا مذاهب برای اون چیزی که ما فکر میکنیم به وجود اومدن؟ تمام پیامبران ما یک پیغام رو میخواستن برسونن، اونم حقیقت خود ما بوده.
So
این
what's the
حقیقت
truth? What's the truth? So Nagin's question is, what is the truth about all of the religions? And isn't it that they all say the same thing? And all of the prophets, all the messengers said the same thing.
وقتی که من خواستم این رو بکشم، 3 ادیان بزرگ، یهودیت، مسیحیت و اسلام رو به تصویر کشیدم که بیشترین دنبال کننده ها رو دارن.
So when
و
she was doing this, she looked at 3 big religions, which is Islam, Christianity, and Judaism.
که همه این پیامبرهای ما، این 3 پیامبر بزرگ و مابقی پیامبرای ما برای این اومده بودن که 3 پیغام رو به ما برسونن: خودآگاهی، بخشش و عشق.
So all the messengers, all the prophets, including the prophets of these 3 religions, Muhammad, Jesus, and Moses, they were all had 3 main messages, which was the self-realization, the truth. Can you say it again, یک بار دیگه بگو که من miss نکنم صدای
خودآگاهی، عشق و بخشش.
Self-realization, forgiveness, and love. These were the 3 messages that is common between all of them.
اونها هیچ معنیتی نداشتن. اونها همه اینها رو برای این انجام دادن که ما انسان‌ها به حقیقت دست پیدا کنیم و به سعادت برسیم.
They had no ego of themselves, and they did all of this just for the humanity, for better of the humanity, so people can have peace and live peacefully together.
اما چی شد که ما به اینجا رسیدیم؟ آیا جز اینه که فکر کردیم که ما بهتریم، ما بیشتر میدونیم، حقیقت رو پیدا نکردیم؟
What did we wrong that we get to this place? Isn't it because human beings thought that they know better, they are better than the others, and they lost the truth?
ما اون پیام اصلی رو دریافت نکردیم. خب به خاطر همین معنیت‌ها باعث شد که به صلح درونی نرسیم و چون به صلح درونی نرسیدیم، در نتیجه این صلح رو هم نتونستیم به دیگران منتقلش کنیم و این صلح بیرونی هم نشد. جنگ‌ها به وجود اومدن.
We lost the point, we lost the message, we didn't get to the peaceful state inside, and therefore we couldn't be peaceful outside either. And instead of peace, we created war.
حالا اگر ما این معنیت‌ها رو کنار بذاریم، حقیقت‌ها رو دست یابیم، نه تنها به صلح درونی میرسیم و خودمون رو آروم می‌کنیم و به شادی حقیقی میرسیم، بلکه میتونیم این صلح رو به بیرون هم بدیم و این شادی رو همگانی کنیم.
So if we let the ego go and we put our attention on the truth inside, not only we get to the peaceful state ourselves, we can radiate it, we can reflect it to the outside world, to our family, to our society.
نقاشی منم همین بود. اون شخصی که بین اون 3 پیامبر بزرگ قرار داشت، نماد ما بود که پر از مشکلات و سختی‌ها و اشتباهات بود. وقتی به حقیقت دست یافت، تسلیم شد و به سعادت رسید.
So Nagin's painting was showing a person who was standing between the 3 prophets and was in trouble because it didn't find the truth. And then when the truth was found, it was the time to celebrate. It's the time for peace.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. امیدوارم تونسته باشم جمله های قشنگ تو رو به انگلیسی
عالی بودم. خیلی ممنون. متشکرم.
And I honestly have to say that the way that Nagin put the words together, it was way more beautiful than what I said. Yes. So that's the piece. You see the light in the heart of the prophets, which is now reflected to the person, to the human being. Beautiful, beautiful message, Nagin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks. So,
Thank you so much again. Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Barnoor,
It was
will you?
beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
It was.
sure. So our next speaker is Nicholas C. Granby. Nicholas was born and grew up in the UK and worked in the film, TV, and video industry as a director, producer, and writer, even managing to win a few small awards. He married an Italian lady and moved to Italy in 1990, where he entered the field of training and developing students' skills using English in public speaking, giving presentations, personal development, etc. Nicholas, can we have a Nicholas video, please? Hi. Can we have the video, please? Thank you.
Extracts from the poem The Only Way to Peace by Nicholas Granby. Desire for power.
This is the wrong extract.
Ambition.
This is just one verse. Is that what you're doing? The
Guns.
whole thing? Hello? That's just the one I sent at the beginning. It's just one verse. You can play that, but it's not the whole poem. I don't know if you've got it.
So would you like to recite it right now? I'm sorry, you can play the verse, please. I think we...
Desire for power swells those with ambition. Massed tanks and guns, their boasted bloody mission. That's what folk want to hear, not your soft verses. On her blessed head, they heap the foulest of curses. But calmly standing, she looks them all in the eye, and seems now such a size they dare not defy. In the UN the warmongers angrily slouch, in deep corners demons impatiently crouch. The clamour now rises to a furious roar, silenced by her hand. I have the floor. To oppose me, feel free, but I will be heard. To the seekers of truth, she brings sacred word.
Hi, Nicholas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I tried to unmute, but I tried to stop you because that's just one verse that I sent right at the beginning. It's not the whole poem. I did send a video of the whole poem.
Oh, okay.
Since we don't have so much time, my dear Nicholas, please accept our apology. We put your full video later on YouTube and website. But for today, the extract was the way we wanted to show your artwork. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want now? Are we done?
No, we have an interview with you. Go ahead, guys.
Thank you so much for the poem, Nicholas. It has been so great listening to you and listening about peace. It's really beautiful and calming. So, what is peace according to you?
Oh, well, okay. The question is about in terms of my culture. Now, I live in the United Kingdom, and it's very difficult to answer that question because there are all these different sections of society. So for one section, winning a football match will make very many millions of people very happy. And the other section, going to the pub will make many millions very happy. But going deeper than that, and people who before me have already said really that some of the deepest things, I don't want to repeat them. But in this country, we do have an important regard for a sense of humor. And we've had freedom of speech for centuries. And we have a strong, well, it's a flawed democracy at the moment, but there's a democracy, and has been satire for centuries, being able to mock those in power, kings, princes, governments, whoever you like. And we've been able to do that freely. And I think the sense of humor, as long as you don't insult the Queen or the King, then you can basically say what you want. And I think our own way of laughing at ourselves and the sense of humor helps a lot of people get over a lot of difficulties and brings a certain amount of happiness. Also,
Yes,
before I
please go ahead.
I just want to say I'm full of admiration for you. I mean, you're only a small association, but you're like an embryo of what the UNESCO and United Nations and all cultural organizations should be. What you're doing, uniting people from all over the world with certain common themes and a lot of artistic endeavor, is really admirable, and I congratulate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement and appreciation. I'm so happy you noticed and acknowledged these things about the organization. We're really happy to have you today, and it was so good to listen from you about your culture and talking about the right to freedom. And I feel and personally, I would like to share that I'm very greatly inspired by English writers and poets. I think the way they express and write is very connecting, and it was so good to listen from you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and we'll make sure that we all get a chance to listen to the full poem. Nicholas, sorry that it had to be shorter, but we won't miss it. We won't miss it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicholas.
So, thank you very much, everyone. You have been a great listening, hearing, and watching audience today. And we are going ahead to something very beautiful. We are going to experience a moment of joy with our another MC, Parisa. She is taking us into a sea of meditation through her voice and instructions. And after that, we are going to have beautiful music played by Advait. He is also one of the winners from the Inner Peace competition. He is a high schooler. He loves Indian classical music, reading books, and enjoys learning languages. He plays Indian classical guitar and tabla. And I now give the stage to Parisa to give the audience the wonderful experience.
Thank you very much, Barnoor.
Sorry, Advait is here if you want to interview him before the good experience with Parisa's meditation, please. Advait is here.
That is beautiful. Hi, Advait.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. So, you are a high schooler and you love music. So, how long it has been since you have started learning music?
Well, I started when I was about 5. I started learning tabla, and maybe like 3 years ago, I started learning classical music on the guitar, any classical music.
That is beautiful. You started pretty young. That's so nice. And as per the theme of the program, what is your key to happiness?
My key to happiness, I mean, being in high school, I don't really have any stresses except with homework. So I'd say, in terms of happiness, I would say just meditating. and playing music, because I don't really have anything that would stress me out.
I agree. Being in high school is tough, but yeah, music is a big resolve to it. So yeah, it is so great having you today. We will now continue with Parisa's meditation journey, and after which we'll have Advait's music. Parisa, the stage is yours.
Sure. Thanks, Barnoor, and thanks, Advait, ahead for the music that you'll gift us with. Well, uh, Barnoor, I think that we have been meditating since we started today. So we heard, we watched, we listened to the poems. We just watched a lot of artwork and artists talking about their source of joy, which comes from within. And joy is the pure source of happiness. So the happiness, like Nicholas was saying, people go to the pub and feel happy. The next day they are not, or maybe 3 hours later. So there are happiness that comes and goes like the sadness, but what stays with us, what can makes our world a better place, what like Nagin was talking about, the peace within. Uh, and we heard in very different ways from Indonesia, from Lebanon, from all sorts of countries. We heard people feel that. We heard people experience that. And what meditation is and what Sahaja Yoga offers, it's just something that we all have with us. So Sahaja means born with you, and yoga is the integration. So Sahaja Yoga meditation is a way for us to get connected to the unity and the integration with our spirit, with our true self that is born with us. And self-realization is when we are born to this awareness, when we get this connection. And that's when we start to grow. That's when that we start to feel the peace within and then be able to experience the joy. So with Sahaja Yoga, we learn to stay in a balanced, not go to the past, not go to the future, get rid of all the thoughts which only come from past or future, and be in the present moment. So we get connected to the power of the present moment, the power of the spirit that resides with us in every single moment. It awakes with us and sleeps with us. It's our mother. In Sahaja Yoga, we call this energy Mother Kundalini because it's a mothering energy, it's a nurturing energy, the same energy that flows within us and into the whole world. And through that is that we find that unity, we find that integration between us human beings with no conditions, with no borders, with no religion or culture differences. And we found that connection and integration with the nature, with all the elements of the nature, with the air, with water, with fire, with Mother Earth, the mother of all the nature. So with that, I want to invite us all to go through a short meditation experience, like less than 5 minutes. So if we can sit comfortably wherever we are, if we can sit on the ground, that will be better. But if we are sitting on a chair like me, just feel comfortable in the chair. Relax our body. We can close our eyes if we can. or not doesn't matter. Put our hands on the ground if we are sitting on the chair, and put our feet on the ground if we are sitting on the chair, and our hands on our lap, palms facing upwards. Now then, relax our body. Have few deep breaths, slowly and deeply. Bring our attention inwards. Bring our attention to our breathing. If the thoughts come, which they do, let them go. We just say, not now. We want to go in a journey within. We want to connect to the peace within, to the temple within us. And the door is through our breathing. Breathe in, slowly, hold. Breathe out, slowly, hold. Do this few times. We bring our attention to our body with closed eyes, with no thoughts. We just are aware of our body, our feet, our hands, our stomach, all the internal organs, our chest, our heart, our throat, our face, our head. Whenever we feel a tension, just release. Let's put our attention on our body, our breathing, just all the cells in our body, all the body parts, how beautiful they work together. Silently, fully aware, and with love, all within us. Who does that? Is it us? No. Is it I? No. There is no ego. Ego doesn't do that. There is the power of love. This is the mothering energy within us. We just bow to that mother. Both hands in front of our chest. And we are all have full attention to our meditation. We can now put our both hands towards Mother Earth. And if we sit on the ground, put our hands on Mother Earth. Mother Earth who nourishes all of us every day. Mother, please give us balance. Please take away all of our negativities, all of our imbalances, all the anger, all the regret, all the fears, all the worries, everything and anything that take us from the present moment. Please, with your love and generosity, take them away from us. Mother, please enrich and nourish the seed of life, the seed of growth within us, so we can grow to fulfill our truth, to be what we were supposed to be, a reflection of God. We can now bring both hands back on our laps. And just for 1 minute, stay meditation in the silence. We are residing in the temple within us with our Mother, with the truth. Just be there. If the thoughts come, let them go. Forgive. Let's put our right hand on our heart. Here we recite, Mother, I am pure spirit. Mother, I am pure spirit. I am not my body. I am not my gender. I am not the country that I'm born in. I'm not the country that I'm living in. I'm not my religion. I'm not my name. I am pure spirit. I am pure spirit. Right hand back on our lap and stay in silence. Surrender to this silence. Surrender to the silence. Whenever we're ready, we can bring our attention to our surroundings. Move our fingers a little bit. Feel our body. We can open our eyes or keep them closed while we listen to the music played by Advait. Listen with your heart. Let the music take us and continue our journey within.
Thank you, Advait. That was fantastic. And the meditation of Parisa really take us, I think, at least for myself, talking in another dimension. I just am so thrilled, and I can't even talk in this moment because I am so relaxed. I just want to thank you, everyone, especially our competition artists, winners, who made this program a very, very special one. Thank you. Barnoor, my dear, Parisa, if you have something to add to this closing remarks, please go ahead. Have a good day.
Hi. It has been so beautiful listening to all the artists and speakers. It has been so inspiring. Today, I'm learning a lot of things from them, and I think what is more important is that I try to add these to my own life to make it a better one. It was so calming and peaceful today. Everyone's performance, like Ellen's presentation, Sanchita's Hina art video, Sana's painting video, Alma's documentary, Nagin and Nicholas, Withen, and Advait's music. Everything has been so enriching, and I feel this program will always remain something that is very close to my heart. And I would like to thank Zohreh, you, for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this program. And my co-MC, Parisa, you have been a great partner, a lovely partner. It's been so nice to host this event with you. And thank you, everyone. You have been so lovely throughout the event. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thanks, everyone. That was a pleasure to be with you. Really, really great moments, every second of it. Thank you. Thanks, Barnoor, and thanks, BMW UNESCO Club, UNESCO BMW Club, for providing this opportunity. Thank you so much.